Welcome to Two Women Who Give a Puck. My name is Sarah.
And I'm Tara.
And we are here to highlight the experiences of females in hockey, as well as to provide tangible action items to create a more positive space within the environment. And so we're super excited to again have a buzzer beater who, on the previous episode, we forgot to say that we affectionately call them our drunk mini mites.
Yeah. That
Just
don't drink
that don't
enough.
Or
Yeah,
no.
we care too much.
Yes. Well, and to be fair,
Like it's the after beers is what we need to work on.
yeah, but to be fair, a lot of the games are at like 9 p.m.
Yeah,
So we are to have after beers. We're gonna plan more after beers next year. That's also another coaching challenge that we are choosing to accept for the
Yeah.
next season. At the next level, we have to level up our coaching as you all have moved up to the next level.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
I mean, that
Absolutely.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's fair.
all right. So we have Haley,
Yes.
and so we're super excited to have you as well.
Yeah,
because
thanks for having me.
yeah. It's like, again, all of these stories, there's so many different stories to how you ended up in the difficult sport to start at a later age of hockey. So we know that like your story will inspire someone else to, try something new, try hockey, which is the greatest game in the world. So
Better than basketball.
better than basketball, obviously. You will find out, I guess, if you were basketball. Okay, good.
Okay, we're good.
It's like, because otherwise we just need to cut this episode right here, right now, be done with it.
Here's the door.
Right. So why don't you jump in and share your story with us? We're excited to hear it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I also did the WHAM 101 clinic 2 summers ago now. And I came into the clinic as a lifelong hockey wannabe. I grew up on a small lake, and we would shovel off a rink every winter. I was out there any chance I had. In college, I was like a mile away from some really nice city rinks, so I would walk down to the park for hours every afternoon in the wintertime and just make drills for myself and play and pretend I was playing.
Yeah.
And that has just kind of been my story all along that, I always was interested in hockey, always wanted to play, but it was too expensive and too dangerous. Or that was the perception when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And I had a single mom growing up, so doing a sport that's that expensive was just out of the question. So I just, got to play out on the rinks out back and pretend I was really good at it. So I heard somebody talking about the WHAM 101 clinic as kind of an intro into more in-depth hockey skills and with the strong potential of meeting other people to be able to create a team and get placed into, a division that fits your skill level at the end of the clinic. So kind of finally came time where like I had enough money to do it on my own, and it was just kind of the right time last summer, and I was able to sign up for the clinic. I did 1 week of the 101 clinic, and I said, I feel like I'm not really learning anything. So they actually let me bump up into the 101A clinic, where it was a little bit more hockey skills as opposed to like how to stop skills, which growing up on the pond, like I had figured that out a long time ago. So it was really nice that they were so flexible in that. Like I had paid for a specific clinic. They only had, a specific amount of spots in clinics. So the fact that I was able to move up and actually really get something out of those clinics was really awesome for me. And yeah, kind of similar story to the story that they'll hear in Mariah's podcast is, got through all the clinic. We did the evaluation at the end. And then they kind of put a poll out of, whoever was in the clinic that was interested in starting a team, like click here. And thankfully we had a few great leaders that were willing to put something together. I play other sports in my free time and I'm the manager for all of them.
Oh.
So I said, not this time. And so it was really nice to be able to kind of just jump in, say yes, and be someone to show up in the way that I need my team to show up.
Right.
Did you know anyone going into it?
No.
Okay.
Nope, I did not know a soul.
And how did that turn out for you? This is important, I think.
Yeah, honestly, by like the third clinic, it was kind of like, oh, hey, like, don't remember your name because I need you to have your helmet on with the sticker on top.
Yeah.
But then by the time we got to evaluations, like, I was on a line with Anna and Jordan, and it was like we were like the dream team that I had just met them that night, and but it was like instantly clicking with people. Everybody was in the same boat of like, this is our first time out playing hockey, so it wasn't intimidating by any means to like just say hi to someone. Or I mean, I don't have kids of my own, or I don't have kids in hockey, so it was a lot of people that were like, oh, what age is what, you know, what level does your kid play at? What level does your kid play at? And it's like, nope, just me. I'm the kid that's trying to play at this level. But yeah, everyone was so approachable and fast friends, definitely, with everyone being in the same boat of trying something new together.
Right. And that is something special about hockey, too, because you need time beforehand. Like, you're not coming and putting shoes on. Like, there's a few more pieces of equipment. So I would say on average, most people show up about a half hour early. So you're in the locker room, you're getting to know people, like you're having conversations. And then even after too, it, can take 5, 10, 30 minutes to get undressed, depending on if you're one of your children. The social butterflies, child. Social butterflies of the locker room. So you can't multitask and have conversations and take gear off at the same time.
Yeah.
But then you get to know people so much more.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
And there is something, though, about like you have to find out the person's name without their helmet on.
Yeah.
And then they put their helmet. That's even
no helmet, no jersey.
As a coach, as experienced coaches. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you have to know what a kid looks like in two different forms.
Yeah. And then I definitely had a couple people where I had full conversations with them on the ice, and we're in the locker room, and I'm like, "Are you on my team?" Oh, well, no, you are. I just spent 3 hours with you. Yep.
Yeah. Wait, put your helmet back on. Oh, okay. Now I can see it. Yeah. It's funny how different some people look with or without the helmet on.
Yes. And like if a kid gets a new helmet or a player gets a new helmet, I'm like, who are you again? Like, I need your old helmet. Yeah. I know it sounds dumb, but like you get used to that like silhouette when they're skating or whatever. And like, it's who?
Yeah, even out on the ice, like I started the season with like bright blue breezers, and my now wife and her sister would come out to most of our games, and they're like, oh, like we know who to watch for because you have the blue shorts on. And then I got black ones for Christmas, which was really exciting. And they're like, I thought that was you scoring that goal. I was like, I didn't score a goal. So,
you could take credit for it.
Yeah. So you can kind of just disappear a little bit, when you're in the full gear. So
right.
And, well, I think it's once again, for anyone thinking about hockey, I think it's important to point out that like it is a community in itself, and you're all there for the same thing. You're in the same boat, and so it is easy to make friends. It's easy to find people you have things in common with, and like I think it's especially in the modern world, it's really important to have a sense of community and people that support you. And I think that's an important part of. And your story isn't unique, right? Like there's a lot of people that came in, didn't know anyone, that went out on a limb, and now they have this whole group of friends and teammates. And I some of the things that people probably don't see when they think about like adult hockey or women's hockey is like, our last game we had a birthday party in the locker for somebody, and there's last or 2 weekends ago they all went to somebody's house because she's not feeling well, and so they all went to go cheer her up. And like there's so many things that you learn. Or not learn, but there's so many things you gain that are not hockey related as well. And I think that's an important part of your story too, from like an outside perspective, looking at that, like look at this whole community you got, and that's super cool.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we have like a group chat for our team, and everyone's sharing like personal achievements outside of the hockey world, things that are hockey, not hockey, kids, not kids.
What is
I don't
remember off the top of my head, what is the name of the other group chat, the cats and bras?
Oh my gosh, I don't even remember.
That's supposed to be the
It's
not
the
related
Grosslingers and cat finders or something.
Yeah, cat pimpers or something. For context, we're saving cats and donating to those in need. So
yes, there's purpose to the chats. Yes, they did end up having some breakout chats for.
Yeah, we have a book club.
Yep, there's a book club. Yep. But I think that's so important outside of hockey and that's one of the things like I hope that my kids get from hockey, and something that I've been lucky to have is just that sense of community that you get. And so like if anyone's thinking about hockey, like look at this benefit. It's awesome.
Right. Or if you're just looking for some friends, like try hockey.
Right. But there is something about the hockey family. There's like baseball family or softball family, but there is something truly unique about the hockey family.
Yeah. Well, you spend so much time getting to and at the rinks and in the locker rooms. You're bound to make connections with people.
Yeah. Right.
So what is the biggest thing that surprised you about playing organized hockey versus your pond experiences?
My wife would say that this is not a surprise, but I felt surprised coming into it that I was like actually good. I had this picture in my head of playing pond hockey where like I'm amazing. I'm going to be the first person to start playing hockey at 30 and make it to the PWHL, right? Like obviously that's not going to happen, but to get out on the ice and to just like immediately be having so much fun, and as a very competitive person, like I have to be good to be having fun.
Yeah.
So to come in and have that experience, and like to come in and our team, which was everything from people who like barely skated before to like one of our teammates played high school hockey. So to have that widespread, and we came in and won our first game, like that was a huge surprise, and not the reason why it's fun, but
It helps.
it does. Yeah, certainly helps. Yes.
Winning is fun.
Yeah. So I think between that and then just like the community of it, going into that clinic, not knowing anyone else who was going to be doing it, like several other people know 1, 2, 3 other people that did the clinic, but coming in, I was a little bit worried, like, oh, they're going to form a team of like all these people who already know each other, and I'm going to be on the outside of that. But that was not the case at all. It was, all around. It's immediately everybody's part of it. So.
Right. It's that shared experience of
falling on your bottom.
falling, figuring out how to put the equipment on. Like, did anyone learn the hard way that you have to put your breezers on first before?
I don't know. There were, I think every game someone put their skates on before any other equipment, or coming from pond hockey, I knew that was going to be me. Like all I wore was like skates and gloves. So there were times that I walked out of the locker room without my helmet on. I'm like, I really need that.
Yeah, that's so great that you felt that really from the beginning, because like Tara's mentioned, it's like that is or can be a fear, is like I can't talk anyone else into going with me, so therefore I'm not going to go because I'm going to be that weird person in the corner that like no one talks to, or it's going to feel awkward. Like
sometimes I think like from the outside looking in on like the hockey community seems like a very like closed circle. As someone who like never got to play hockey, they were always like at the rink that wasn't at the school, so it was always kind of this like separate group that you like had to be in to be in. So to come in like not knowing anybody and then immediately like sucked right into the middle of the group was just an awesome experience, and it is not as intimidating as some might think, especially going in with a clinic like that.
Yeah, and that is a valid point, because I can see how like our kids hockey community where we've all been together for 7, 8 years.
Yeah, you're 10.
Yeah. So I can see where that would kind of have a negative view from the outside.
Yeah, from the outside looking in.
But it really is like, oh, you're in this mess of the hockey world with us, and you're going to be spending a lot of time with you. So come on in.
And that's one of those tangible takeaways is like, just remember that there is new people, and that's the impression. And so make sure that you're saying, hey, come on in, because sometimes, especially if you're a quieter person, it's easier just to take a step back and not engage. And sometimes you need that person to say, come on over, have a beer with us, or come on over, like sit with us in the stands, or whatever it might be, or get on the ice with us. Or
I have a very specific memory in college. I was playing at like the park down the road of these like 5 high school boys that were out on the same rink as me, and they're like, hey, we want to play a pickup game, do you want to join us? And it was like, oh my, who, me?
You must see my greatness. Thank you for acknowledging.
Right,
that.
exactly. You get it. But I think like that to me maybe crack something open a little bit of like, maybe it's not this like intimidating like them and me thing anymore. Like I can join into those circles. I can play hockey and not just shoot a puck around by myself.
Right. And that is a common pond traits or experience is you can go out there and have 6-year-olds playing with the local high school players, and everyone, for the most part, like the vast majority of the kids out on the pond are happy to play at all levels. And they're aware, the better kids are aware of like, well, I probably shouldn't like plow through this 6-year-old.
Yeah,
I would actually let this 6-year-old skate past me and feel really cool. And
yeah, I think every experience that I've either witnessed or been a part of like that, the older kids like remember themselves being that 6-year-old and how cool it was to be invited to play with the high school kids, which again, just another example of like how welcoming and open the community actually is.
Yeah.
Once you set skate on the ice.
Yeah, right. 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 That's awesome.
Yeah.
What would you tell somebody that's thinking about playing?
Just do it. I mean, I'm gonna sound like a Nike commercial, but can I say Nike on it?
Yeah, you can play what you want.
Yeah, I think just try it out. I mean, just get out on the ice. I did the clinic 2 years ago, and now like our whole friend group who at first were like, "You're crazy for starting that." Now they're like, "Should we all sign up for the clinic together next year?" Like, just get out there and do it. Yeah, if you'll have a great time, and it doesn't have to result in like a commitment of being on a team. You can just go out and try a clinic or just try some skates on and get out and skate, and you'll have a great time.
Yeah, and I think that's a really important thing is sometimes you just are learning the skills so that you can do it recreationally and do it for fun and do it whenever. And you don't have to make these big commitments to a team or a whole season or anything. Sometimes it's just about moving your body and building your confidence and learning something new. And because that is just as important as, being on a team that's winning games or whatever.
Yeah. And I mean, even within WHAM, there's multiple ways to like be involved. You don't have to necessarily be on a team full time. Like there's options to be a sub. There's options to play on a team part time. It doesn't have to look like a full season commitment with home games and away games and that kind of thing. Like there's so many ways to get involved.
Right. And on the Buzzer Beater chat, I see people like, even just today, it's like, can anyone come to open skate? Like there's some women's only open skate at different rinks. There's adult open skate, and
it's way more accessible than I ever thought it would be. So
well, and because there is that message, and that's what you got as a kid. It's like, no, it's way too expensive, and it's too time consuming, and yes, money is involved, and it is a lot of time, but actually, it's not as expensive as I think a lot of people think.
Right.
Especially compared to so many other sports as well, like that are kind of just as expensive. And like we talked, with Mariah about equipment, like, yeah, it's an investment to get the equipment, but there are so many different avenues to get it. You don't have to go out and spend what you can spend $100 on a new pair of breezers.
On the low end.
I was gonna say, I think maybe, I don't know. I haven't looked for new stuff. Recently, obviously. Because my stuff is 30 years old and most of it's still working. But even when I need new stuff, apart from skates, and we'll buy new skates, but everything else I go to play it again as well. And
that's where I first got started too. Yeah. I walked in and I said, I'm doing a clinic. I need to get fully outfitted. And he said, take your shoes off and follow me. He just walked me around the store and fit me with everything. And kept my budget in mind the entire time, and he got me. There were a couple new things that I got, a couple used things that I got. So yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, and that's what I've found too. Is any place you go in when we get the kids new equipment every year, when like what doesn't fit anymore, like they are super helpful and knowledgeable, and they have all the stuff that you need to know what actually fits.
Yeah,
and so you don't. That's another good point, is like you don't have to know it all to be able to start, because there are a gazillion people, especially in Minnesota, the state of hockey. We do want to try to, throw that in as much as we can to the podcast, that we are the state of hockey. But like, everyone wants to help.
For sure. And he was so excited for me too. He was like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Like, I can't believe, like, he's like, I'm not saying you're old, but like, it's so cool to hear that, like, you're not lucky the first time. Yeah.
So there were more supporters than, you ran into a lot more supporters than naysayers.
Yeah. I mean, like, everybody that I told that I was doing that were so excited for me and like wanted to know more about it. And it's now resulted in a bunch of people who never thought they would, thinking like, maybe I could do the clinic. So it's really fun to see.
Did you have anyone look at you and be like, are you crazy?
You know, I think I maybe talked too much about what a hockey wannabe I was. I mean, people knew that like I wasn't walking into it
Yeah.
never having skated before. I think maybe if I were in that boat, maybe people would feel that way a little bit more. But yeah, for the most part, they're like, that's really brave, but so cool that you're doing it. But it never was like, are you crazy? Like you shouldn't do that. Yeah. And it's, I mean, starting with such an accessible, it was like 5 weeks. It wasn't the huge commitment of like, are you sure you want to do like a full season of hockey?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't really have that experience, but I'm sure some people do. And
Yeah.
I don't know, do it anyway.
Just a little quick tester, because it is like, okay, I loved the pond, but am I going
Right.
to love
Yeah.
organized hockey
Yeah.
on a team, or do I just want to keep playing on the pond?
Right. By myself.
Watching highlight reels.
Yes.
And then
I may or may not like set my phone up on the net and take videos of myself. Yeah.
as you should.
Yeah.
And now you got GoPros, so you can make it
Right.
even others for sure.
You should do that.
Buzzer beater.
Yeah, we should put some GoPros on you, just like to like show other people like this is what it's like. That'd be cool.
That would be fun. Little like intro to.
Yeah.
Well, and even with the kids, like one of our reasons for having the moms learn to play was like giving them that experience on the ice, because watching from the stands is drastically different than, you know, having players in the play like right in front of you.
Yeah.
Like it's,
Yeah.
I feel like it's hockey. I don't know, it's just because the stands are usually so much higher than any of the others.
It's just such a different perspective to be on the ice versus looking at the ice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, now with the PWHL and even just NHL, like it can seem so intimidating and just like something totally crazy where it's like, how am I going to sign my 6-year-old up for that? Yeah.
Right.
But that's, you know, not what it really is when like you can get into it and learn from the ground up and you work your way up to maybe that intensity, or maybe you don't. But yeah, giving people an opportunity to learn something new and try it out and get that perspective for themselves is
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And being in Minnesota, you do have that opportunity to start at any age, and you can stay at that intro level forever. I'm actually working my way down in the WHAM league because the 20-year-olds come in and
They haven't had all your kids and they're not middle aged and yeah.
they don't have, well, they might have full-time jobs, but they're like fresh out of, I'm in the best shape of my life. I used to be.
Yeah. That sounds nice.
So yes, there's avenues for me to still continue to play, but maybe like back down levels.
Mhm.
And then, you know, you all can work your way going up kind of as many we'll meet in the middle eventually.
Yeah, we'll meet in the middle on my way to the PWHL.
Yes, exactly.
I do joke at WHAM every once in a while when we're playing. I was like, you see that one person in the stands watching us? You guys get a hell of a lot more.
You
guys have the best fans.
Yeah.
But the one fan in ours was like, that's a PWHL recruiter. Yeah.
I feel like, to go back to your question about, you know, like, did anyone say like you're crazy? I think the number of people that come out to watch and support our team is an example of like the polar opposite of that. Like everyone's just so excited that we're all getting to have this experience that they want to come and watch games. I mean, my wife was out of town for one of our games, and her sister still came with me to watch the game.
Oh, that's awesome.
Didn't care that she didn't have anyone to sit with. Like she just wanted to be there and support it. So
Yeah, you all are so much cooler than us at our level. Your games a lot of times are even later than ours, and you still get a full crowd.
Yeah.
Well, I think one of the things that's really neat too is not just the friends and family, but the kids that come and watch too, because like, hey girls, look, you can do this, and like you can do this. You can start this at an age where, I'll be honest, I wouldn't have. I will say I would not have started hockey at that age. I have a different perspective having watched this team and been around all you gals, and but I would. I mean, goodness, it's like not just a new sport, but it's a new sport with like all these skills that aren't just like innate to us. Yeah. Like it's not like, you know, throwing a basketball or running or whatever. It's like skating and sticks and all sorts of
Falling.
Yeah.
Figuring out how to get up on the move and
But yeah, I think that's maybe my favorite part is all the kids that come and watch and see that, and like hopefully they have that mindset going forward, and they have that idea like, oh, I could pick up something new. I can try this because I will say that would intimidate me.
Right. I think one thing that has really touched me coming off the ice, there were several games where we're all kind of funneling out of the door and seeing kids looking up at their moms so proud
Yes.
is just amazing.
Yeah.
Trying to get high fives from everybody, and they're like, that's my mom.
Yes.
It's just so sweet, but I mean, speaks to the example that we're all setting for our kids and other people's kids too.
Yeah, I think I might have teared up on the way home after one of the first games because I overheard Kelly's dad
Oh, yes.
in the lobby. He was like, I'm so proud of you. And I was like, yeah, that is a dad, her daughter, his daughter. And
I remember he took a picture and he made sure the referee was in it so he could show it to people and be like, see, it's real hockey. My daughter's real hockey.
yeah. And just the love that he expressed and just being so proud. That brought tears to my eye.
Yeah. It's for more than just the kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
right.
So big question.
All right.
I get to ask.
You always get asked.
I know you're looking at me like you had these puppy dog eyes. I didn't know if you wanted to ask.
Sorry.
You want to? No, you can't.
Well, now I really want to.
Not too bad. So, what do you hope that your hockey legacy will be?
Well, I know I likely won't make it to the PWHL, so that won't be my hockey legacy. But I think there's a couple things. One, like I was talking about before, I have a whole group of friends now that want to try. So to have been that example for people.
Yeah.
But I also really love to be I like to be good. But and because of that, I'm always willing to hear criticism or coaching on I really strive to be a very coachable person on my team, but then also to be a leader on the ice. So a leader for my teammates, a leader or I guess viewed as a leader to the teams that we're playing against as someone who's always going to be cheering other people on. And I hope to have that kind of shine through no matter what level I'm ever playing at. I want my legacy to be just that you can come in at any level and can get better and you can have a great time. You can be a leader, be an example. Even though I don't have a huge hockey background or anything, I can still be looked to in that way. So,
right.
Yeah.
So being that valuable person, that valuable leader, and having sports being that avenue where you can really, really shine.
Yeah. And so fun to be able to come in so late. I mean, I've played baseball, softball my whole life, and I still play softball. That's kind of my go-to. And it's easy to be a leader when I have so much game knowledge and so much experience in the sport, but it's totally different to be able to come into a brand new sport and still be able to kind of show up for people in that way.
Right. And you most likely lifted and landed those skills from all of your experiences in other sports. So again, plug to be an example of a multi-sport athlete and how that has helped her be a better hockey player.
Yeah.
And giving you hockey skills stick handling, eye coordination, sprinting.
Sure. Yeah.
Shine up.
You don't need to be good at sprinting to try hockey. No, I will say that.
Hockey is nothing like running. I love that to deter you either.
Because all shapes and sizes are coming out to try it out and to play. And it really doesn't matter if you feel like you're in the best shape of your life coming right out of college hockey or never played or walked more than the block.
Yeah, and I think that's really important that all shapes and sizes things, because there is all shapes and sizes that play, and they are all successful in their own way. You do not have to fit a certain form to be a hockey player. Yeah. There's a space for everyone and stuff.
Definitely.
Yes, that's important.
Yep. You can find all sizes of equipment.
Yes, you can.
So don't let that be a barrier.
Yeah.
I have heard that from some people as to why they didn't do our moms learn to play. It was I don't think there's equipment that'll fit me.
I bet there is.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That
there are some big
find it.
There are some big dudes that play hockey, so we can find gear.
Yes, that's actually was my response. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thanks for having me.
Your love of the game. It's so much fun to see that it started at a young age and carried through, and that you were given that time in that space to finally like have your dream of being, you know, a professional WHAM C3, soon to be C2 player,
League champion, different.
yes, all the above, high scorer,
Good
listener.
I think like scoring my first goal was definitely the that, I don't know, ethereal feeling. Oh my gosh, like I'm doing it. I made it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That is so much fun. And for the competitive folks, WHAM does, you know, give stats on goals that are scored.
They do.
So, so you could have, you know, something fun to show your friends. And it's so great that you've inspired and encouraged so many other people to maybe didn't try it this year, but they're thinking about it. And I'm guessing within the next few years, they'll continue to see you having so much fun doing it. And they'll, you know, finally.
They'll try. So is your wife going to try?
She wants to try it, and her sister.
Yes.
And then like 4 of our other friends, they're all itching to do the clinic.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being on here,
Of course.
sharing your story and inspiring millions of people.
Yes.
I'm sure. I have no doubt.
Awesome. Thanks, y'all.
All right. So to end the podcast, I want to remind all you ladies out there that we belong in hockey and we deserve to be a part of the greatest game in the world.
And don't forget to invite somebody else in.